And recording.
Awesome. Welcome, guys. This is the third celebrity mindset training that we've had. We've got a really good turnout this month. Surely there are going to be more people coming on very, very soon. But until that happens, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a breakdown of who we are, what we do, and how we can help you guys get ahead. Some of you are already in Team Hustle mode, so you will know how we work already. Others will be very, very new to Team Hustle mode. So it's always good that we can give you a rundown and a comprehensive view into what we actually do in the world of online marketing. Okay, guys? So I just want to take you back in time slightly to when I first started out marketing. And one of the big things that I spotted in the marketing industry is that there is a serious lack of training and proper support. And there was such a lack at the time, I really felt as if I needed to do something about it. So I started dreaming up the idea of Team Hustle Mode. This is almost a year ago now. So since then, I've been working pretty much 6 to 7 days a week, anything up to 16 hours a day, if not more sometimes, and just creating this idea and bringing it into fruition. Most of what I've done has actually been for free because I'm passionate about building this into a really successful company. So some of you that have just joined Team Hustle Mode, what we do is we are the training and the support. That's what we are in the vast world of online marketing. And because it is so vast and there is a lot of choice out there in terms of what businesses you would get involved in, then we take away that burden of choice and do a lot of the decision making for you. And what we do is we become the lab rats. So we test out these companies and we select some of the better ones or the best ones, as far as I'm concerned. And then we can present them to you as a good functional business, which we can then teach you to build and scale. At the moment, we predominantly work with new skin. But since the launch of our funnel, which I'm going to be telling you more about, we're going to be now moving into other industries, and we're going to start teaching you guys, not just about having one business, but having multiple businesses. The average millionaire, for instance, has 7 different streams of revenue. So if you guys on this call right now are very ambitious, you do want to get ahead, you do want to make a lot of money, then you do need to have multiple streams of revenue coming in. It can't just be from one thing. So it's about following the blueprint of the people that have done it before us. Okay, so that's what we're about to do. We're going to have different divisions of Team Hustle Mode that not only provide the training and support, but also provide the business, the tested business. And then we will teach you how to build and scale those businesses. So the new skin company will be known as THM Cosmetics, so that will be our cosmetics division. We're going to be moving into a rev share program, which stands for revenue share. It's to do with advertising. This kind of business is very, very low maintenance. It takes me approximately 10 to 15 minutes a day to manage. And I started this 2 weeks ago, and I'm currently making $60 a day, which is just over $60 a day. Which is approximately $1,680 a month. That's exactly that, actually, because my maths are quite good. So, and that has taken me, if we add it up, so if I'm doing 10 times 30, that's 5 hours. It's 5 hours over the month that's taking me to run that business. So that means I'm being paid $330 an hour, right? It's pretty cool stuff. So it's always good to have passive streams of income that then complement your main business that takes a little bit more effort to run. So you got that nice residual coming off the back end, you see, which is great. We're also going to move into cryptocurrency. Some of you guys have heard of things like Bitcoin, for instance. So we're going to be moving to that arena, and we're going to be starting to do cryptocurrency mining, all right? It's a really unusual concept for you guys that don't know what mining is. Cryptocurrency mining is they have these huge facilities full of computers that are then mining for Bitcoin and all of the top cryptocurrencies that are currently available. And what we do is we invest into those companies and we make a small percentage of their daily revenue, yeah, which we then accumulate and compound over a period of time, and then we start to make more and more and more money. And we're investing in cryptocurrency that is actually always increasing in value. All right. And also what we do is the same company that we're about to move into, you can also buy gold and silver as well, wholesale gold and silver. You get a vault in Switzerland that sounds very kind of James Bond-esque, and you get to keep your gold and silver in there. And then you have your cryptocurrency, and then you're turning some of that some of those non-physical assets into physical assets like gold and silver. It's a really smart thing to do. All right. So we're going to teach you how to run that. And again, it's a business that's very low maintenance. We're going to be moving into travel as well. So a multi-level marketing style travel company. We're going to be moving into that too. And we've got plans to move into various different arenas. But at the moment, we're going to stick for those. And you guys are going to then start to learn how to build multiple streams of income. I have already done this. So it's already a tried and tested method that I've already ventured out and done. As has Alaska and as has many other people on the team. If you want to get ahead sooner, I am opening up an opportunity for you to get involved in these opportunities now, okay? So if you're the kind of person that likes to get ahead sooner, then reach out to us and find out what's going on. If you don't have a voice, you won't know, and you won't find out what's happening, and you won't get ahead, okay? So don't wait for us to come to you, you come to us, all right? That's how it works. And the celebrity mindset events that we're currently having was an idea that Alaska had because she is so well connected in the celebrity arena. She's actually worked with a lot of celebrities. So I'm going to ask Alaska just to come in and just give a background on your amazing life with all the celebrities, just to give everybody a rundown.
Well, everybody, hi, how are you? I am a model and an actress. Previously, before Team Hustle Mode, that's what I did full-time, nonstop. And along the way, I've worked with countless celebrities from starting as a youth until now. Many of them I met in the model industry. I actually became a lot of their personal assistants and tour managers, as well as team coordinator. So I've worked with the likes of Trey Songz, oh goodness, let's see, Rick Ross, many Latin artists. I've also worked with Sean Porter. He's a famous boxer. He just recently beat Mayweather's last opponent before this McGregor fight, which was Andre Berto. And I've just been so connected in this world of celebrities, and many of them I've known since being connected to my uncle, my god uncle, who is James Brown, or was James Brown. And it's just expanded. I've helped a lot of celebrities along the way as well. So I just felt like it would be a great thing to give back. And a lot of the celebrities agreed as well that what we're doing in Team Hustle Mode is pretty amazing. So they're on board because, you know, we're doing something good to give back, and they want to do it too. They don't know how to get their voice out there sometimes. So this is the way they do it.
Awesome. Thanks ever so much, Alaska, for that. I noticed you missed a lot of name dropping out there. There's so many other names that you can mention. Come on, do a bit more name dropping. Let's
Oh man. Okay. So I have worked with Dr. Dre's son, which is Curtis Young. I've worked with Mayweather, pretty much all of TMT boxers I've pretty much worked with, and oh goodness, Lloyd, I said Trey Songz, there's Miguel, the singer, not the rapper. Oh goodness, who else?
Tyson?
Who?
Tyson?
Oh gosh, yeah, Tyson. You guys will see a lot of pictures of me floating around with Tyson. I worked with him and his family for a few years. I actually assisted in a lot of their promotions and marketing. almost everybody in the boxing industry I've had affiliation with. A lot of them came to me as a model. A lot of them came to me as help with their support in their team, because a lot of these individuals need admin support, and I'm really good at it. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Rock Nation. Oh gosh, there's so many more, Charlie.
Okay, I think that's enough. I think we've impressed everybody enough there.
Okay.
So,
Um,
so,
so
so we do. The aim is, guys, is that this is the third one that we're going to have now. We're just going to launch a sales funnel this coming week, which I'm going to talk about in a second. But the idea is to have new celebrities coming in every single month, and the celebrities we're aiming to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on. Yes, we're probably going to have to start paying some of these people to come and speak, but as Team Osimo gets bigger, then that's going to be absolutely fine. It's not going to be a problem. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the sales funnel. Now, we've been testing a sales funnel over the last 3 months in another company that we're involved in, and it's done actually very well. It's a very, very high converting sales funnel. You guys that don't know what sales funnels are, it's a way of automating your product sales and your recruitment. Yeah, so everything is automated, and you would run Facebook ads, direct those individuals towards a landing page, which then takes people through a progressive sales process, and then out the other side, we start to get paid for product sales and recruitment. Okay, that particular sales funnel has turned over $100,000 in 3 months. Okay, so that's pretty awesome stuff. It's not plateaued out, so it's always increasing now. Obviously, where this funnel is still running and it's still spitting out big numbers. So we don't know where it's going to plateau out. We don't foresee it doing that in the near future. So we're just going to keep going with that one. We've just built a sales funnel for Nu Skin, which is the cosmetics company that we're involved in, and we're launching that this coming week. Now, what we're going to do is we want everybody to gain access to this funnel. So everybody that's in Team Husamo, that's also in our cosmetics division, and if you're not, then please reach out to somebody and ask how you can get involved. You can have all of your sales automated. Yeah, we're offering memberships to the funnel. So you would just have a monthly membership, which would then spit out anywhere from 3 to 5 times the value of your membership every single month in paying leads. Okay, these are people that have already bought into the business. Okay, so they would pay us via our payment platform, and then we would just then position that individual under you, and then you would obviously then get the revenue as well. Okay, so it's a really, really cool system that we're introducing. And guess what, guys? Nobody's really doing it like how we're doing it at the moment. A lot of people are attempting this kind of stuff, but they're kind of doing it, they're half stepping, they're not going for the full all singing, all dancing system. And again, Team Husamo are proving that we are innovators, we are the pioneers, we're doing things differently to everybody else, which is good because that means that we stand out. So the funnel is being launched very, very early this week. Everybody that's got a membership will then have access to automated product sales and recruits every single month without fail. So your business will literally be on autopilot, which I can't make it any fairer than that, really. So I just wanted to tell you guys about that. Every single industry in the future that we're going to be expanding into will also have a funnel attached to it. So there will also be an option of automating all of the businesses that you're involved in, regardless of what industry that is in, which is also really exciting stuff. And if you are ambitious, then I would definitely reach out to myself, Alaska, one of our ambassadors, and then start asking them about and how you can get involved in that, because time is of the essence, guys. Okay. How much time we've got, Alaska, before?
He is currently trying to get on right now.
Okay. Okay, do you maybe want to do a little bit of an introduction if he's trying to get on?
One moment. I'm actually messaging him back and forth, so I really can't.
Okay, no problems. I'll just continue to talk. All right, guys. So Jay Reid is going to be coming on in a second. He's a really, really funny comedian. I've actually seen him twice now. He's toured with the likes of Kevin Hart, for instance. You guys will know Kevin Hart. He's the guy that's in all the movies with The Rock. And he should be on very, very soon. We have had two other celebrity mindset events. The first being with Sean Porter, who is the world welterweight champion. Really at the top of his game, this guy, multi-millionaire. He just actually won his most recent fight. He still had the bruises and the cuts to prove it. And he was good enough to come on and do some mindset training with us. That was absolute gold dust. And then the month after, we had Blake McKernan, who's just been signed to one of the biggest boxing promotion agencies on the planet. And he did an absolutely amazing mindset event. And those are available on the YouTube channel. If you need the links, then just reach out to your sponsor or reach out to your nearest person that is in the know. And they will make sure that you get those links, because they actually real gold dust, guys. And hearing from people that have been there and done that and got the t-shirt and hearing about the mindset that they had to take on, it's very, very enriching. It's very, very educational in terms of what you need to do and the things that you will encounter and the coping mechanisms that you need to assume to be able to get onto that next level. Because most of success is about mindset. Forget about the mechanics of business. You need to have the correct mindset. And we're going to be doing a lot more mindset training coming in the near future as well, because it's a huge, huge factor to success. And we need to be able to assume a very positive mindset in terms of breaking down all of our limitations and really allowing ourselves to step into success. Because most of us, what we do is we naturally have a very low opinion of ourselves. Even in the forefront of our minds, we might think to ourselves, I want to be successful. I deserve this. I deserve that. But actually, in the subconscious mind, you're saying something very different to yourself. A lot of your fears and anxieties about money and success were actually came from your earlier years. When you were a child and you start to build these paradigms, which then start to affect your life as you start to grow into an adult. I do believe that Jay has just joined us. I did see him flash up there. So I'll just continue to talk while he's getting set up. Maybe he just needs to set up his microphone. All of these celebrity mindset events always have their fair share of technical issues, but yeah, he seems to be here at the moment. So we'll just wait for him to come on.
I'll go ahead and unmute for him.
Okay, awesome.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, we can hear you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good today. Doing real good. I got my little polo shirt on. I'm about to go golfing right now.
So
How's it going,
everybody's
Jay?
on here.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hey. Everybody's muted. Everybody's muted, Jay.
Oh, okay.
So every month we do the celebrity mindset event, Jay Reid, and I'll go ahead and let Charlie introduce you to it and tell you exactly what we're going to ask you, and we'll go from there. Okay?
Let's do it.
Well, first of all, nice to speak to you again, Jay.
You too, Charlie. How you doing today, brother?
Yeah, I'm awesome. Back in the UK at the moment. It is summertime over here, so the weather's a lot better.
Oh, it's always summertime here, so.
Yeah. I've heard it's been over 100 over there, right?
Yeah, it's like 112. It's crazy.
Yeah, Alaska has been complaining endlessly about the heat, so yeah. So I just want to give you a bit of a breakdown. We'd like to keep it really simple and organic, and really the focus is on your personal journey, and you can go as deep as you want to go. And you tell us about the ups and the downs and the trials and the tribulations, the successes, some of the people that you have worked with, the drive you know, and the ambition to actually
Right.
become a comedian. You know, where did that come from? How did that all come about?
Okay.
And just give us a lowdown and just talk freely for as long as you want, really. You know,
Okay.
maybe crack a few jokes if you please.
All right, cool. Well,
I'll hand that over to you, okay?
yeah, well, first of all, I'd like to start it off by, first of all, I want to thank you guys for allowing me to do this, you know, share my mindset, you know, to all your viewers. And, you know, I'll always support Team Hustle Mode. So thank you guys so much for allowing me to do this. But I guess I'll start this off by just kind of giving you guys a background on how I started my career, my comedy career, and you know, tell you, you know, a couple of things. So I started off not knowing that I wanted to be a comedian. You know, I was always a funny child growing up, making people laugh, entertaining my family and my friends. You know, so but I never, no one's ever said, "Oh, you're so funny, you should be a comedian." So it just kind of never, you know, ran across my mind. So for me, I just went through life making people laugh, you know, using that as a tool to get me out of certain situations. And, you know, I didn't know, you know, once I graduated high school and went to the military and went back home, uh, went back home from basic training, you know, all my basic training that I had to do in the military. I came home and I did not know that this girlfriend that I had at the time, that she was going to, you know, suggest that I should become a comedian, and kind of forced me to get out there and get on stage and try it. So that happened, and, you know, I tried it, and that night I fell in love with it. I got booed. You know, it was one of the worst sets ever, you know, because I didn't know what I was doing. But, you know, I found that it kind of sparked that love in me to be able to get out there and get on stage and try to make people laugh, you know, just like I found my calling. So once I did that, it was just instant love, instant burning desire, and that desire has been with me ever since, you know, today. And that was 14 years ago. So um, that's really what I want to talk about, is like the love of what you do. It's like you have to love it. You have to have that burning desire within you in order to, you know, continue your journey, because each and every one of us has a journey that we're on, something that we're passionate for, something that we want to do for the rest of our lives, but we just have to find it. And I was lucky enough to find mine that moment, you know, and I'm able to continue my journey until, you know, that flame is not in me anymore. So, so, um, so yeah, so I started doing comedy at that moment. I was 18 going on 19. And you know, it was just weird being in the comedy clubs, because I was still trying to search and trying to figure out how to do this whole comedy thing. I watched, you know, all these different comedians, you know, all the videos, all those old stand-up comedy specials, you know, just trying to figure out how are they writing all of their material to get this reaction out of people. You know, that was probably like the hardest part to try to figure out, you know. But as the more knowledge that I received from other comedians, and just being around it, you know, being in the clubs, putting in the work of being on stage and at home writing, you know, thinking of a creative idea, writing it down, and, you know, going over it with someone that you know, that you feel is funny, you know, just all of those things is like staying up late at night, just pondering on different things. All of those things, you know, helps you create that comedian that you are on stage.
Mm.
So when I learned that, it's like, you know, I took that to my advantage, you know, that I started trying to master who I was on stage, and just try to, you know, be the best that I could be. I want to be, you know, considered one of the best comedians that has ever lived. So it's like, I know hard work is the key to that. So every day I'm just getting up and just trying to continue that same path that I was on when I first started doing it, you know, because that's what got me to this point that I'm at today. So I just try to continue that. So I just, you know, I guess as I'm summing this little part of it up, I'll say to everybody, just, you know, continue on that path. You know, it might get hard sometimes, but, you know, one thing that I did learn about in the military, when they say pain is nothing but weakness leaving the body, that's exactly what life is. It's like you're going through pain and you're tearing off weakness. And it's like you're able, as you get older, you're able to deal with adversity, deal with other things even more because it's not all that weakness has left you. So.
Absolutely. So you're in the military. What did you do in the military?
Well, I was in the Army. I was patient administration. I got like a little desk job pushing paperwork for the hospitals.
Okay, cool. Nice and safe then, yeah. Maybe a few
Nice and
paper,
safe, yeah.
maybe a few paper cuts.
Exactly. I want to deal with all the other stuff. Not
Good.
equipped
That's a
for
smart move. That's a smart
that. Not
move.
equipped for that.
Yeah. I wasn't so smart, and I did 6 years as a paratrooper. So
Oh,
that's
really?
that's a very dangerous job. Yeah, really
Yeah,
dangerous.
yeah, it is. It
I'm
is.
still here to tell the tale. So yeah, I'm scared. So one thing that I've always wondered is when you're putting a comedy set together, some of it is ad-libbed, right? Some of it you get up on the stage, get a feel for the audience, and then
Yeah.
you go into the main set, right?
Right, right.
How do you know that the main content that you're going to be performing on stage? How do you know that it's funny before you actually go on stage? How do you decide that it's
Well,
that it's
I mean, you have jokes that you've already practiced and that you've already
okay?
rehearsed, but sometimes things in the audience. That's why comedy is so. I'm so in love with comedy because every day is different. You never know what you're gonna get whatever audience that you're faced with. You might get a racist crowd. You might get a crowd that just all white crowd that loves nothing but hip hop, or it's so many things that you're faced with different audiences. So it's like you have to be a chameleon. You have to, get in different comedy clubs and go in different areas of the country or different places in the world to kind of test out material and see what works with what. And so
Yeah.
sometimes when you're doing crowd work, you're able to, like a audience member might say something that spark a joke in your head that you haven't done 3-4 years ago. And so you're able to reach back and, you're able to go back into the joke archives in your mind and you're able to pull that out and say it like it was just improv. That happens a lot. And also it's moments that just happen sometimes that you can't control, that it's just out of your control. It just happens in the audience sometimes. And it's just like magic sometimes, Magic really happens in comedy clubs a lot. So that part of it you can't explain. Is like that improv part of it when it just feels like it was just meant to happen.
Yeah, it's like intuition. It's like intuition, right?
Yeah, that intuition.
Yeah, you can't. I always say to everybody on my team that a lot of what we do it's about intuition, and you just can't teach intuition.
Right.
It's not
Right.
something. I mean, if I could teach that, I'd be a very rich man, But
you gotta go with it. You don't run from it either. You gotta ride the wave because you never know.
Yeah.
At that point, you never know what's going to come out at that point. So
Yeah,
you just gotta
absolutely.
ride it and keep going.
So
Yeah.
have you ever told a joke to the wrong crowd and then they've just been really offended by it?
Oh yeah, lots of times. That happened to me like a week ago actually. I was
Oh,
doing a
serious?
show.
What
And
happened?
well, it was a lot of people that was in love with Trump, and I told like an anti-Trump joke, and I didn't realize because everything was going real smooth. So I was like, okay, I could get this one off, and I told the joke, and it was like, oh, wait a minute, we not with you on that one. So you got to kind of turn the table a little bit. Okay, let me go a different route, but it was all
fun. So tell us about some of the people that you've toured with. Like, who's the most famous person that you've toured with?
Well, right now I'm on tour with Bill Bellamy.
Okay.
I've done shows with, lots of people. I've opened for Chris Rock, Earthquake. I've done shows with Cat Williams. The list goes on and on. I've done shows with lots of people. George Wallace. It's a lot of comedians, a lot of
I know Cat Williams. I'm a big Cat Williams fan.
Mm-hmm.
He seems. I know he's got a bit of a reputation for being quite crazy. In his personal life. What's your experience of him?
My experience of him, he's a great, genuine guy. I just think sometimes, like a lot of people don't know, he has a lot of medical issues. the medicine he needs to take, so, sometimes, it gets a little off for him, but I think he gotta be fine. That's
Yeah,
good.
he's
Yeah.
got a really, really high IQ as well, hasn't he? He's got a
Very, very smart guy. Very
stupidly
smart
high
guy.
IQ. Yeah, I've noticed. I saw an interview with him, and he said he's got a stupidly high. It's almost like genius level IQ,
Yeah,
which
it's
I
definitely
can,
that level. Definitely that
yeah,
level.
which I can believe. His genius is kind of manifested in his comedy, isn't it?
Yeah. And they say
Absolutely.
that about geniuses. Like, every genius is crazy, right?
Yeah, I don't think you can be
You
a
gotta expect
genius
that from
and be
Cat
stupid.
Williams, niggas. He is a genius.
So what I want to know is, for there's many people on here that have families and kids. How do you do with being on tour and away from your kids and your family?
I mean, that's the hardest part, because you miss a lot of moments. Like, I've missed a lot of birthdays, a lot of different events that I wish I could have been at. So that's the hardest part. But that's a part of the game. You got to know that's a part of the game. Your family has to know that this is what you signed up for. And they got to go hard for you. I got a loving family that go hard for me. So I can do nothing but just appreciate that, and just try to do my best to take care of them and make sure they good. So you
Do
just
you
got to have
explain?
a great support system.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
explain, like, to your kids, there's a lot of us that work a lot of hours, and,
Yeah.
sometimes we just have to really be focused, and, like you said, you'll miss certain things. But do you explain to them why you're doing it?
Yeah, no, I definitely explain to my kids why I'm doing it. Like, my son, he's still at the age, like, he don't care. Like, he'll just listen to all that and just go play Xbox, like, whatever, daddy. But my daughter, she's more emotional. So my daughter, she cries a lot. Daddy, why do you have to go? And that part hurts my heart, but I know I gotta go do what I gotta do to feed them and take care of them. So I try to sit my daughter down and explain to her, look, daddy's a comedian. My job is bigger than just going out and getting money. I gotta make other people's laugh, because other people go through things in the world. So I gotta provide that humor and that getaway for people. So that makes it feel a lot better, knowing that I'm not just out there messing around, partying and having a good time with friends. I'm out there trying to make a difference. That's basically how I explain it to her.
Mm,
I'm trying to make a difference in the world.
that's good.
So, so tell us about Jay Reid in like 5 years time. Who are you going to be in 5 years?
Who am I
What's
going to
the
be in 5 years? As a person, or as like an entertainer?
career wise? That kind of thing. Like how do you
Career
foresee
wise,
yourself?
yeah, career wise, I'm working on a lot of things. I'm dipping in the directing and producing market more. So I've
Ah,
been writing a lot of different screenplays, movie ideas, and I still do like the Instagram videos and Facebook videos and stuff like that. So I got a lot of things coming that I've been working on. I see myself being, still, climbing the ladder of being a comedian and being an actor, because that's something that I've started to dip more into, is the acting side of entertainment. So I see myself going real far. I don't know, a lot of people are gonna really see me, on their TV and on the internet a lot. So just keep looking
yeah,
for me in the next 5 years, because it's coming.
absolutely. I think I saw one of your skits that you did. It was like a song that you did. So you do these
Yeah.
kind of skits and things like that. Uh,
I can
they're really
sing a little
punchy.
bit. I can sing a little bit, so, but
Yeah,
not
yeah,
right now. I had a show, so my voice is a little messed up. But I sing a little bit. I grew up in the church. My mother's actually a pastor, so
yeah,
I used to play. I'm into music and instruments too, so I play the drums. So I used to play
yeah.
the drums for my mother's choir, and
Oh,
so I kind of learned how to sing alto, tenor, and soprano, and all of that. I learned from being in the choir. So I
nice.
still sing. I throw a little music stuff in my act as well, but
Oh, okay.
I do comedy things called comedy mixtapes. I'm actually getting ready to do another one of those too. It's like a
Yeah.
little CD with a bunch of skits on it of me doing like song parodies and stuff like that. So
Awesome.
yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, I look forward to hearing that. Right, guys, we'll open up the floor. So if anyone's got a question for Jay,
I think
Unmute.
first I know that Mike has been anxious to see and hear from you, Jay Reid. So I'll say, Mike, go ahead and unmute first and go ahead and ask the
Unmute, Mike, unmute.
question.
Let's talk.
Awesome. Jay, thank you for coming on. This has been awesome. I'm a huge comedy fan. I've been watching your shows for years now, and I commend you for what you do. You're a hilarious dude. One of the questions that I had for you was a lot of the performers and stuff, and the entertainers that I've had a chance to speak with. They talk about, before they get on stage, they have like the butterflies, the nausea, that kind of thing. They got to kind of center themselves. Is there any kind of like anything you do, like meditation, like prayer, anything you do before you get on stage to kind of center yourself and get your mind straight?
Yeah, I pray before I go on stage. I'm a very spiritual person, and I do believe that God has put me on this earth to do this, to entertain people. And so before I go on stage, I just say a little prayer, just thanking Him for, giving me another opportunity to go on stage and be able to entertain, because I really truly love what I do. So I'm just grateful for that opportunity to be able to go back on that stage. So I have to start that off with a prayer, and I just try to get in my zone from that. I just try to I want the crowd to get a good show. I want to give them a good show. I want to look in the audience to see everybody smiling, everybody's face of joy and having a good time. So it's like I visualize that in my mind, and I pray, and I just kind of, like you say, meditate, and try to make sure that happens. So that's my process.
Awesome.
Great. Anybody else want to ask a question? I think everybody's nervous. They're nervous.
Jose.
You're gonna crack
Jose
a
got
joke on them, Jay Reid.
Come on, Jose.
Go ahead and just start roasting people. That's fun.
Jay. Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you, Jose.
How's it going, my man?
Man, I'm doing good. How you doing?
Awesome. Glad to have you here, man.
Thank you. Thanks for.
You're so natural.
Huh?
Jose. We've lost you again. Every single time, Jay.
What's wrong with your connection,
Jose always has problems with his vocals. He always problems with his audio. Right, he's gonna dial in on his phone. Right, he's gonna dial in on his phone. He'll just in a second. Just while we're waiting for that, guys. Jay, I always thought that you've got a really animated voice.
Yeah.
And I always thought to myself, you'd be awesome on, like, one of these cartoons, like these Disney Pixar, something like that. Have you ever thought about doing something like that, like an animated character?
That's funny, because I did a show 3 nights ago, and the lady pulled me to the side and said that I needed to do voiceovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's weird that you said that, but yeah, I'd love to do that. Yeah, I got to do some voiceover work there. I guess everybody keeps saying that. I guess I need to do more of it.
Absolutely. Right, Jose, you back on now? He's saying just hang on a minute.
If Jose is busy, could I interject a question?
Hey, JD, what's up, man?
Hey, Jay.
Can you hear me?
Thanks for taking some time.
Here
we go, Jose.
There you go. All right. No, I was saying that you're so natural. I really love it. Yeah, like you just looking at you, it's like, okay, I need to smile. It's fun. My question to you is, like everybody in their life has struggles, has problems, has issues. And you're a human. What do you do in those days that, something is going on in your life, your personal stuff, but you still need to show up for an audience? So what do you do? I mean, like, to forget about those problems. What is your process? What do you do when you have a problem and you have to go to, put it in show?
Right. Well, I mean, we all have to deal with adversity, and one of the hardest. I'll give you a quick story. One of the hardest pieces of adversity that I had to deal with was when I lost my father, because I was doing this TV show called Who's Got Jokes, and it was a comedy competition. and my father died the day that I had to compete for the first time. So it was the the preliminary rounds, and it was the semifinals and the finals. So that day was the preliminary round. My father passed away, so I didn't know if I was going to do the show or not that whole day. It was just up and down roller coaster for me, you know. So I had to be there for my family, and I knew my father wanted me to actually do the show. So I decided to do the show, and I actually made it to the next round. Like, I walked out on stage, and the audience everybody had heard what happened to me, because the producers had, you know, kind of said what happened to everybody. So everybody just kind of uplifted me and gave me that drive to actually go on stage. And when I went out on stage, I mean, the audience, it was just like weights lifted off me just as I walked closer and closer to the stage, just seeing that audience. So, and like, I had one of the best sets that I ever had in my life at that point. So I knew my father was with me that night, and I knew that it was a reason why, you know, in my mind, I was like, I think I really need to do this show, because that probably wouldn't open the door for me to, you know, continue my career and put my career where it actually put my career from that show. So just dealing with that adversity, and I had to deal with it throughout the whole taping of the whole shows, because when I went after the preliminary round, I made it to the semifinals, and that was like 2 or 3 days later, and that was the day of the wake. So the whole day of the wake, I'm emotional roller coaster, and I got to perform that night. And then at the final, I made it to the finals, and then the finals was the actual day of my father's funeral. So it was just that whole time, and I actually won the whole TV show. And, you know, I know it was nothing but God and my father looking down on me, helping me get to that next level, and, you know, going out there and performing no matter what. The show must go on. So, you know, no matter what you do in life, you know, you're gonna always go through adversity. You know, a relative might pass away, and you don't know if it's something like, I don't know what you guys are in love with or whatever, what's your passion, but sometimes you still gotta go do that passion, whatever it is, and you know, not even flinch. You know, when that happens, it's like you still got to go out and serve the people and do what your purpose here in life. So I just say, you know, whatever that story that I gave you guys, you know, just take it and just try to, you know, apply it to your life if possible.
I appreciate that you shared that with us. I really appreciate it, and that means that no excuses. If you want to do something, no excuses.
Yeah,
go for it.
No excuses,
Thank you
man.
so much.
JD, you had a question.
Thank you. Jay, when you say, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear myself now. These headphones. When you say passion, would you say that's interchangeable with saying, maybe using the word why, like your why to how you do things?
Yeah,
okay.
I agree with that. Your why, it's that fire in you, whatever you call it, that why, that passion, that burning desire, whatever's in you that you get up for, that's what that is. You know, you get up, you say, oh, I got to do this today. It's like, I feel like this is where I need to go in my career right now. You know, me as a person, as a human being, as me, I need to go do this today, you know, and go in and do it. Whatever it is, if it's helping someone, if it's helping, you know, little, you know, needy kids that need help, the children in the burn unit or cancer patients, whatever it is. It's like, if that's your burning desire that you feel like every day I need to get up and go do it, go help someone do, it's like, that's what it is for you. For me, it's comedy. For you, it might be something else. So it's like, you just got to figure that out as a person. Or if you have figured it out, you just got to keep going and know that your journey is not complete yet. You just got to keep going forward no matter what is thrown at you. If you just need to be uplifted, you know, into stepping out and doing something different with that journey, going, maybe God has a different path that he want to put you on. Maybe you strayed away from the path that you were on and say, no, I want you on this path. You know, it's whatever it is. It's like, you just got to get up there, get that fire, keep burning, get that fire to keep burning inside of you, and keep going out there and doing what you're made to do, what you're here on this planet to do.
Thank you. I kind of wanted to ask that as like a lead into the bigger question, though, if that's okay. How have you used your why or your passion to ride those waves, the ups and downs of like the roller coaster, as some say. I love that you said waves, by the way. How have you used your why to propel you towards the success that you have found and not allow your why to become your why not?
Wow, that's a good question. I guess, with my father, that was an example of it. It's like I used it to, you know, go forward in my career. But with being a comedian, it's so many with Hollywood, like dealing with Hollywood, there's so many ups and downs with Hollywood, a lot of doors closed in your face. And there was a point in my career where I questioned myself. I questioned myself as a comedian. I questioned myself as a man. And I said, am I really supposed to be doing this? I mean, I could easily go get another job and say, forget it. I'm gonna just walk away from it, a better job that pays a lot more. But it's something that burned inside me that says, no, I can't do this. It's like, I gotta, no matter how hard it is right now, I gotta stay on this path and keep doing it. I have to. So, I mean, I guess I use that. I use my why to get me over that hump, because that happens a lot in your career when you're an entertainer. Those doors are going to be slammed in your face constantly, but you got to pick yourself up, and that doesn't feel good. It's like, because especially when you put a lot of hard work into your material and what you do and projects that you do, it's like that's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort spent into that. So to have, numerous amount of doors slammed in your face is very, very upsetting. It takes a toll on your family and your friends, and you treat your friends differently. So it tears you down as a person, but you gotta, that why has to keep you up and keep you going, because I always believe that there's light at the end of the tunnel, so.
That is
Awesome.
amazing. I'm so happy that you even made time, Jay Reid. Where are you performing now? Are you going on tour soon again? Because I know you go a lot.
Yeah.
But I know you're pretty well known here in Vegas for shows.
Yeah, actually, I just got back off a cruise ship. I was in Haiti, St. Martin, and Puerto Rico. I was performing on a cruise ship for Royal Caribbean Line, and so I really just got back from that. I did it as soon as I got back. I did a couple of shows at the Stratosphere Hotel in Las Vegas, and next week. So I'm taking this. I took this week off. Next week, I'm going to Memphis. I'm doing a show in Memphis for a weekend, and it was it Chuckles Comedy Club, I believe. And after that, I will be doing a show in Toledo, Ohio, and then Toledo, Ohio, then Columbus, Ohio. So I got a full schedule coming up, and then I'm doing another cruise, and I'm doing a party cruise in September. So I got a lot of stuff coming up.
I better get an invite to that.
Of course.
So, Charlie, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
We'll let you close out, and then Jay Reid can let us know where to find him on social media and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you, Jay Reid. I really appreciate you coming on, man.
Not a problem, man. Thanks for having me.
It's been absolutely brilliant having you here. I think you're a very nice guy. You come across as a really nice personality, And,
well, I try to be. Thank you.
Very, very easy to get along with. Although you've got very lofty goals, you also seem very down to earth as well, which is a really good characteristic to have. I also really like the story about you turning up for the competition at the death of your father. I mean, that is. I mean, I can't even comprehend where you even found the strength to do that.
It was tough. It was tough, Charlie.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can't imagine, but I'll take your word for it. That must have been incredibly tough, and I'm sure he was looking down at the time, just being so incredibly proud of your achievements, and especially what you've done since as well. Hats off to you, big time. That is serious stuff. So thanks ever so much for coming. We really appreciate your time here today. If you'd just like to let everybody know where we can find you, how we can connect with you, and keep up to speed with everything that you're doing in the future.
Yeah, if you guys just go on my website is www.comedianjreid.com, just the letter J, REID, or you guys can just Google comedian Jay Reid, and all my stuff will come up. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all of that good stuff, man. I'm on all of that social media. You know, I try. Or just shoot me an email. You know, if you don't do all the social media, shoot me an email. We'll keep in contact. And when you know, whatever city that you guys are in, if I'm in your city, you know, just reach out to me. I'll hook you up with some tickets or something to come check out the show, and we'll have some fun. You know, we'll laugh all night, the whole night together. You know?
Awesome. Oh,
My
looks like
phone's
you kind of
It's time for him to go.
popular. The phone's ringing already. Awesome, Jay. Well, thanks for coming along. We'll let you get off and get back to your day, but
Right,
really
thanks,
appreciate
guys,
you
for
being
listening
here.
to my story. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you
Thanks for all
ever
the
so much.
questions, man. Y'all have a good day, all right?
Yeah, you too. You too. Thanks for coming. Well, guys, that was Jay Reid. I really enjoyed that. It was a breath of fresh air, and there's obviously a lot of dimension to what he was saying. Now, you know, everybody that's on that road to success all has a different story. You know, they all have overcome different things to get to where they are, and you know, many will say that they're not quite there yet as well, which most successful people say, right? Because they always want to accomplish the next thing all the time. You know, people always ask me, you know, where am I going to stop next? And I'm not stopping. You know, I'm not in a coffin yet, so I'm not going to stop. Okay, I'm going to be the best that I can be, and continue to work, continue to try to inspire people, continue to try to create something that helps their individuals leverage their own success, and be the best leader that I can possibly be. So I think that's really the message that we're trying to put across by inviting a lot of these celebrities here to come and speak to you guys, is that we're all human beings. We all have this exact same with the exact same potential. There's nothing that really sets us apart. And I always say to everybody, time and time and time again, and many of the people on this call would have heard this already, but I will say it again, is that every single human endeavor, every single thing that has been accomplished throughout history, all of the great empires, all of the amazing architecture, you know, from the pyramids to you know, all of the buildings in ancient Rome to the modern Renaissance architecture, to all of the different technological discoveries, have all been done by using one thing and one thing alone, and that is the brain. We all have one, guys. Okay, so there's nothing that really sets us apart. We all have the same potential. We all have access to this boundless potential that some of us just are not accessing, and that's for a number of reasons. And I'm a firm believer that we're all capable of great things, but we have to allow ourselves to achieve that. We have to really push our boundaries and our limitations, because greatness is not easy. You have to endeavor on a journey, and it's a journey of introspection. I find it's a journey into the self, and many of us are too afraid to undergo those journeys and never achieve it. So then they start to see other people that have done this as the elect. They must be important. They must be smarter than you. They must be stronger than you or braver than you in some way. That's not the truth. The truth of the matter is that the only difference is between you and them is that they have pushed through the veil into the next level of their potential, and you haven't yet. Okay, and yet being the very poignant word for that. Okay, guys. So we're gonna close this meeting here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We do have a back catalogue now of our Celebrity Mindset events. If you do want to get to access those, then we can send you those links. Just reach out to us and we'll make sure that you have them. Thanks to Alaska for being absolutely amazing and organizing this whole thing. And we will look forward to next month's celebrity guest, who I actually know who it is. And so this is going to be a good one. Yeah, so sit tight, guys, and we are going to be announcing next month's celebrity guest in the very near future. Remember about the funnel. That's really important. So if you want to get involved and get a membership to this funnel, we're going to be launching it this week, guys. it was 2 days on the test on the test phase of this funnel. 2 days we're getting results. 2 days. Yeah. First month, $25,000. Yeah. And then at the end of month 3, cumulatively over the 3 months, we did over $100,000. So expecting big things from this funnel. So guys, you need to get involved and start reaching out to us, and we can start moving you to the membership groups and getting you set up so you can have your automated sales, which is always a good thing. Alaska, do you want to say anything before we get off?
I'm just grateful for everybody that showed up. I'm very pleased with all the hard work that all the Team Hustle Mode members have been doing. You know, without them, a lot of you wouldn't have even known about Team Hustle Mode. So there's a lot of dedicated individuals in Team Hustle Mode that I'm very proud of and thankful for. And just I'm excited because we're growing and celebrities are they're supporting us, and it's just, I'm really excited every day. Every time we have these events, I'm so excited and just proud of our team members. And I think that a lot of people need to know about us. So spread the word, and I'm just excited for the future.
Absolutely, absolutely. So there's a few people that I don't know that have been on this call tonight. I know a couple of people have left. William, I've spoke to William earlier on today. I know we're in a group. We've got a call lined up. So thanks for coming, William, and staying on. I've not yet met JD. JD, you seem like a really smart guy. I like some of those questions that you're asking. You seem pretty, he's saying no. But let's line up a little discussion and see how we can work together. So if Alaska, if you can make that happen, s'il vous plaît, and we can have a little chat with JD and see what he's up to, and all that kind of thing. I don't know what you're pointing at there, JD. You can unmute if you like.
I sent you a text URL so you can find me.
All right, cool, awesome, JD. Well, thanks for coming. Really appreciate you being here.
Yeah,
okay?
that's fine.
But
He had a
guys,
sponsor that brought him on, so we'll definitely connect.
oh, okay, cool. Irene Clark, thank you ever so much for coming. That's a beautiful lampshade that's behind you at the minute. I really like that. Let us know where you got it from, and I want to buy one just the same. And also Jose, Mike, Connor is here, the Jason Statham of Team Hustle Mode himself, and also Jeanette. Thanks everybody for coming.
And Amy.
And of course, yeah, let's not forget Amy. Sorry, Amy. Sorry. Amy's the Barbie of Team Hustle Mode. We're yet to find her a Ken. I think he's on his way though.
You're on mute, Amy. We can't hear you.
Yeah. She's fumbling with the thing.
I said Ken's coming. He's coming.
He's on the way.
That's a little bit, Amy, that was a bit too much information. Okay,
Stop it.
Amy, you dirty girl, you.
You guys kill me.
Well, it's never a dull moment in Team Hustle Mode, I tell you that. Oh, don't take us that serious.
Oh my gosh, never, yeah. Never a dull
Right,
moment.
guys, and on that bombshell, we would like to salute you guys for turning up, and we'll see you in the near future, and hopefully next month on our next Celebrity Mindset event.
Thank
Take it
you.
easy.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, guys.